Hey, what's up, guys? WWE Forever 98 here, and yes, it took me a while. It took me about 2 weeks, I think, but I finally finished it. I finally finished Edge, Decade of Decadence, and I have to tell you, this is a great DVD. Now, let me just address some things. First off, some people who had a different opinion on if they liked it or not, because a lot of people that didn't like it claimed that they didn't like it because there was no biography. Now, I mean, are you that stupid? I mean, look at the title. It says Edge, A Decade of Decadence. With Decade of Decadence, people, that means, what is it? A decade is around like 10 years or something. So, obviously with the title, you should expect that there's not going to be a biography. I mean, people bought this thing because they thought there was a biography on it, and then was disappointed because there wasn't. You know, I mean, really. And that's why some people hate this DVD, because there's no biography on it. But judging it for what it is an absolutely great DVD. There's an in-depth review in the description box. I give a rating for every single match on here. I give a rating for the discs individually, and I also give you my likes, dislikes, and all that good stuff. For you lazy people, you can just read the description. But for you guys who actually want to watch this video, I'm just going to run down some things. But overall, I would give this DVD a 9 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed Decade of Decadence. It's probably one of my favorites. This is an absolutely fantastic DVD. But anyway, guys, let me give it a review right now. So we move on to disc 1, and it was my favorite disc. Mainly because, you know, I loved Edge when he debuted in The Brood with Edge and Christian. I mean, even a little after Edge and Christian, when he went to singles and started getting feuds, singles feuds with Kurt Angle in 2002, and, you know, even getting the Intercontinental Championship in 2001. You know, I thought he did an absolute fantastic job. He put on a lot of great matches. You have some spectacular matches on disc 1, and you actually have my favorite match of all time on that disc, which was the Triangle Ladder match for the tag team titles at Wrestlemania 2000. The Hardy Boyz, Dudley Boyz versus Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian did win that. That's getting a 4 3/4 star from me. Barely missed a 5-star rating. I mean, that's my favorite match of all time. And you know what? I will admit, I was disappointed that they didn't have TLC 2 on here from WrestleMania 17, because I thought that was an absolutely great match as well. 4 1/4 star, I think, about that. But, you know, disc 1 had some solid matches. You had some great ones. You had the New Brood versus Edge and Christian and No Mercy 99. Like I said, you had WrestleMania 2000 match, the Triangle Ladder match. You also had Judgment Day 2002, the hair versus hair match, Kurt Angle versus Edge. You followed that up with the Smackdown match from 2002, which was also Kurt Angle versus Edge. That was in a steel cage match. That's getting more than 4 stars. I thought that was better than the Judgment Day match. And, you know, you also have the match where he becomes tag team champions with Hulk Hogan. That was a random tag team in my opinion, but it did work. Overall, that disc is getting a 9.5 out of 10. It was nearly perfect, guys. I mean, if you want to watch some real wrestling, watch disc 1. Disc 1 has some absolutely fantastic matches on there. Move on to disc 2 now. Disc 2, I continuously, the discs got less and less impressive to me, but disc 2 was pretty solid as well. You started off with Vengeance 04, Edge versus Randy Orton. I'm a very big mark for that one. That match got over 20 minutes, and it was an Intercontinental Championship match. I mean, that's how much they valued the Intercontinental Championship back then. That's getting 4 stars. Like I said, all the star ratings are in the description box, but I'm just talking about the best ones on there. You had a street fight from Raw in 2005, Matt Hardy versus Edge. That was a very good match. And you also have the infamous WrestleMania 22 match between Mick Foley and Edge in a hardcore match. And we all remember that match where you got the flaming table on the outside, Mick Foley's on the ropes, Edge spears him, and both of them go through the table, the flaming table. It was an absolutely fantastic spot. I will always remember that. And then you also follow that up with the ECW One Night Stand 6-person tag team match. One Night Stand 06, that overall that pay-per-view was very solid, and I really liked the 6-person tag team match. Edge, Mick Foley, and Lita versus Terry Funk, Beulah, and Tommy Dreamer. I know that's Edge's the best one's favorite match. You know, it was a pretty damn good match. But still, I think that their WrestleMania 22 hardcore match, Mick Foley's and Edge's, was far and beyond a better match. Well, I wouldn't say far and beyond, but I thought it was a very, it was better. Let's just leave it at that. It was better. And then you also have a couple bonus matches on there, never before seen. You had Adam Copeland versus Christian in a Raw Dark match. I was pretty surprised they had that on there. And you also had a Intercontinental Championship match at a house show, Edge versus Jeff Jarrett. Both of those matches weren't very good, but it was awesome to see these never before seen matches, especially Adam Copeland versus Christian. Then we move on. So, Disc 2, that's getting an 8.25 out of 10 from me. I thought it was a very, very solid disc. And then Disc 3, you know, I wasn't a big fan of Disc 3. I mean, it was slightly, I thought that Disc 2 was slightly better than Disc 3, but you also had a couple great matches on there. You had SummerSlam 06, John Cena versus Edge for the WWE Championship. I am a huge fan of that match. That's more than a 4-star match for me. And then you also have their infamous Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam 08, Undertaker versus Edge. Absolutely fantastic match. I really, really like that match. You know, I think that there were some solid matches on Disc 3, but I thought that they could have had a better selection of them, because there wasn't that many 4-star matches on there. There was only a couple, I think. But anyway, overall, that disc is getting 8 out of 10 for me. But likes, dislikes. My likes. The trailers before some of the matches. They actually had theatrical trailers before some of the matches, just giving a background. You also had a very good mix of television matches and pay-per-view matches, which I really, really liked, because most WWE DVDs, all they really do is put pay-per-view matches on there. You know, you throw in a couple Raw or Smackdown matches, but this DVD had a very good variety of television matches and pay-per-view matches, so that was a big, big plus for me. You also had a good match selection. You had a wide assortment of 4-star matches on there, which I very much enjoyed. You also had some solid ones. You also had, you saw both times that Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank and won the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship. And also, the last like that I have is the bonus features. On Disc 1, you had a Edge and Christian compilation, kind of like a tribute kind of thing. And then Disc 2, you had the 2 bonus matches never before seen. So that was all my likes about that. Only a couple disc likes. First, lack of Edge losses. There were only a handful of matches that Edge actually lost on this DVD. But, you know, that kind of... I know they wanted to really push Edge in this DVD, really solidify him. But I thought that, you know, I guess WWE didn't want to make him look weak, which is understandable, but I don't agree with, you know, just putting his victories on there. You have to also incorporate some losses. And the last dislike I have is there wasn't enough Edge. You saw him in a couple scenes, you know, just talking, but there wasn't that much Edge incorporated in this DVD. But that's it. I really do recommend this for any Edge fan, or just a wrestling fan in general, but I don't recommend it for Edge haters, because you're going to be overwhelmed with how many times Edge wins in this whole DVD. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. All the stuff is in the description box. Next DVD review is this one right here, Shawn Michaels Heartbreak and Triumph. I expect that to be up sometime late next week, maybe. Watch out for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.